She's a great person. Please welcome Carolyn Southard.
Well, I wanted to thank Kamar and the committee for allowing me what I hope will be 8 minutes. So much has been said. The insights I can offer have to do with his private life and the behaviors and values he showed at work were there at home as well. So I think I'd like to tell you about 3 things. The first is a personal story about our family. Second is a part of a verse of a hymn that I sang as a child. And the third is a short poem that I think illustrates his character, as many of you have done tonight. Many of you may not know that Marvin has a 91-year-old mother-in-law. Okay, so she lived with us for up to a year, but mostly came in 5 to 6 month stretches. And she's 91, and she couldn't make this trip, and that's why I can tell this story. So let me just tell you a little bit about Grandma Jean. She's a constitutionalist. She has the unlimited rate plan for the phone so that she can spread the news, any news, about anyone. It's as if the Sentinel somehow passed out. She has peculiar food rituals. She does not consume caffeine except for the occasional Diet Coke. Sugar, except in certain cookies, but we'll have a little wine. She has mood swings and seems to clear a table in minutes, as Dr. Louise can attest. But that's his story, and I'll let him tell it. It's only fair to say that she comes by these characteristics quite honestly. I come from a family of odd, pushy people. So, anyway, she's been in bed for the better part of 30 years, but no one's exactly sure why. That's why her suitcase for her vitamins and supplements is her largest piece of luggage. And her favorite magazine is the Swanson Vitamin Catalog. So, however, we really do love her. She is difficult, but we believe that she's had a difficult life. And she needs whatever we can offer. So we learned to practice at home what Marv has tried to implement wherever he's worked, wherever either is at home. So she's been a great teacher in that respect. So here's the story. She'd been in a rage, mixed with tears for 5 or 6 days, when Marv came home one morning with what they call a caramel macchiato. And it was from Starbucks, and he gave it to her. And he told her he'd been thinking of her. And she asked, well, what's in it? And he told her, he wasn't quite sure. He just sort of needed a coffee. And he drove up to the Starbucks, and it was the new thing. People were loving it and ordering it. And, well, what's in it? Well, I don't know. They just kind of mix it up and do what they pour in there, and it's supposed to taste really good. And guess what? I have cards, so it was free. Well, she grabbed that macchiato. And she took a sip of it, her face, and she decided, she said, this is pretty good. So I was really surprised. I was outside the door. And I came back down 30 minutes later, and she washed her hair, she was out of the shower, she was singing, and she went in to rotate her laundry. So, he went in and had a delightful, and we've heard this over and over again, half-hour chat, and she came up for dinner and was feeling refreshed. He had several surprises and solutions that helped her over the years, but I think she most enjoyed the interested company of a man. She was surrounded by a daughter, female caretakers, drivers, doctors, but more understood that she missed her father, and the time that he spent with her improved the quality of her life. And this is something he's done for so many people. We've heard it over and over. So, that's the family story. The second hymn is short. It comes from one of the hymns I sang in church as a child called Love at Home. And there's a line in the second verse that says, there's no question you can't ask when there's love at home. You know, a lot of times, if you want to start a fight in a family, you all know what question you ask. And then the bird is flying. But I realized that we had a home life where the trust was such and the respect was such that no matter what question was asked, it was in the spirit of moving information. And in all the time I've known him, since 1975, he's never criticized me. I discovered my own mistakes far more quickly this way. I know how fortunate I am to have found this man in my husband. There is no other like him. And finally, I would like to read a quick poem. It was written by Dr. Kent and Keith, but Mother Teresa wrote it and put it on the wall for orphans. And I share this with you tonight because I think it exemplifies my husband's character and what he holds in his heart. People are often unreasonable, irrational, and self-centered. Forgive them anyway. If you are kind, people may accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives, but be kind anyway. If you are successful, you will win some unfaithful friends and some genuine enemies, but succeed anyway. If you are honest and sincere, people may deceive you. Be honest and sincere anyway. What you spend years creating, others may destroy overnight. But create anyway. If you find serenity and happiness, some may be jealous, but be happy anyway. The good you do today will often be forgotten, but keep doing good anyway. Give the best you have and it will never be enough, but give your best anyway. And in the final analysis, it's between you and God. It was never between you.